Konnichiwa, Areri desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hello everyone, this is Aleli. Welcome and nice to meet you all. This is my friend Luis. Luis, thank you so much for joining me today. Do you mind?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Sorry that I interrupted. I was gonna ask you to introduce yourself. 紹介してください.
Hello, my name is Luis, and I am a favorite fan of Aleli. I do enjoy her videos, and no, she has some real good videos, good topics, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Luis. So, today, Luis is going to be telling us about what blew his mind while he was in Japan, what made him fall in love with the country, and why you viewers should definitely put Japan on your bucket list 2025.
Mhm.
So, Luis,
Mm.
first things first.
Mm.
Let's talk about the first impression you had when you arrived to Japan. I know that you've been there for like, I don't know, 4 times? 3 times? How many times have you been to Japan?
I think four.
Right. So tell us about the very first time.
Uh,
Um, yeah, your first impression of Japan.
the first time is when I went to visit my son while he was still in the military as a Marine. Hoorah, simplify. And thank you for all those who are watching. If you serve, thanks so much for your service. Greatly appreciate you. So he lived in Okinawa at the time. And what impressed me the most was the kindness and friendliness of the people. And there was something just different in how they do things. And if I went to a fast food place, and they are very grateful that you're there. And to my surprise, they bow down. I said, arigato gozaimasu, arigato gozaimasu, and I'll say, oh, thank you, and they'll bow down again. I bow, and then I knew I had to stop because it's got to be a point where we got to stop bowing. But that part was amazing. From because it was my first time, it made me feel, I feel like a king. It was like,
Right,
this
I
is
had the same reaction when I went there first. Yeah,
right.
definitely.
This is pretty awesome. I love it.
Yes.
It's amazing. And so that was the first impression of the people.
Okay, so how about a favorite experience? What was the one thing that made you think, wow, this country is special?
Ooh, that's hard. There are many different things. Great customer service. Um, it's safe. I mean, every country has some issue going on, but I could see how safe it is to be in Japan. Uh, Children could be walking back from school to go home, uh, either by themselves or someone else about their same age, and there's no adults around. And that, I mean, I was just sitting down in this one area, which is just very nice looking, and I'm just looking at the kids being able to do that. And I know they look like maybe they were maybe first, second grade. That blew my mind. I go, wow, that's something else. So it was that feeling of safety that made it special. That you could feel comfortable sending your kids to school without worrying about them, their safety.
Yeah, definitely. That's something that I always associate with Japan. Like Japan, safe. Japan equals safe. It's like a safe place. Like when you get there, you can breathe and relax. Don't you get that feeling every time I go to Japan? And I feel like I get off the plane and I start walking like around the city. I just breathe and feel like it's my second home. Like I'm at peace. This is nice. I am safe. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like
Mm,
something overwhelming, but in a positive way. Like
mm, mm. Yeah,
I
I,
don't know how to put it like with words. It's hard to explain.
yeah, yeah. As you say in Japan, fight, fight, fight. Yes, yes, yes. I agree with you.
Yeah.
There is just a peaceful feeling about it, and you don't feel stress.
Yeah.
Even in the big city like
Yes.
Tokyo. Tokyo, they have like small parks. They have big ones too. Don't get me wrong, but I went to this one park in Tokyo, walking around, and I go, "Wow, the garden, the detail they put in there."
Yeah.
But it was, and I was able to sit there and feel very peaceful. Yet the city is surrounding me, but
Hmm.
just being at the garden, and there was just so much to see at the garden. It wasn't plain.
Yeah.
That was impressive. That was very nice.
That's really nice. Okay, now my favorite topic, food. Let's talk about food. What did you eat that completely stole your heart?
um, I don't know about stole my heart, but it made me full. It was the ramen. It was a lot. I mean, they give you this big bowl, and but the way the presentation was just amazing. Um, and the broth of the
Yeah.
liquid was delicious, but it was definitely a lot. I mean, I had to pace myself and really pace myself and try to drink all the broth and eat the noodles because I did not want to disrespect the master that put it together.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
I like simple things like going to a convenience store and just getting like an onigiri. The salmon onigiri is one of my favorites. Just and
Mhm.
grab like a random tea or something. And it's like I think that it's something very healthy and
Mhm.
that you can just eat and feel good about yourself. Like you can keep walking and because you do a lot of walking when you're in Japan. Yeah.
Okay, where when you started saying that, I'm going, okay, she hit the topic.
Yeah.
Another thing that makes it feel peaceful is that you really have to stand where you're at, where you bought the food at. If you're gonna want to eat it, now is the time to eat it.
Yes.
You do not walk around eating your food. You do not walk
Exactly.
around sipping on your drink.
Yeah.
You stop there, you eat,
Yeah.
and that allowed me to enjoy the moment of my
Yeah.
food. To
Yes.
stop
Yes.
and and eat the flavor
Yeah.
of when I'm eating. It's something where there's peace to it. Not
Yes.
like you're walking and eating at the same time and drinking
Yeah.
all that stuff. That is something that I learned.
Hmm.
You see what they do what they do. You
Yeah.
have to start learning their culture and how they do
Yes.
things. Now,
Yeah.
it is an unwritten rule. You're not supposed to walk and drink at the same time.
Hmm.
And there was one visit that I was so relaxed, and I got like a bubble tea, but I'm looking at the window and just kind of strolling and sipping, and an elderly Japanese woman says something, and as I looked and glanced at her, she passed by. She did this, like shame, shame. Now I knew what she meant, and immediately my response was, "Sumimasen, sumimasen, Gomez." Is that how you say Gomez?
Gomen
Like I'm sorry,
nasai. Gomen
Gomez,
nasai. Gomen
Gomez,
nasai.
and I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's an unwritten rule. I wasn't too far from the place that I bought it at, so for me, I walked back, sat down inside the place, enjoyed my drink, and right there was the trash, and I trashed it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where if you were to do it somewhere else, there is no trash. You got to take your
Yeah.
trash with you.
Yes. 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 Yeah. Definitely. that was something that I also had to get used to because I'm the kind of person who likes to eat and walk. So I had to buy something that's like very quick to eat, like the onigiri, something like just 2 bites and I'm done. Like, and I feel full and it's something healthy. It's fish, it's rice, and you're good to go. So I learned to eat like that in a different way just because I didn't want to eat like something bigger and spend more time just sitting there eating instead of just going out and getting to know the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but definitely, it shows that there's a time and place for everything. Yeah, I love that.
Mhm. Same here.
Okay, so about the other question that I wanted just to ask, because this is something that a lot of people ask me as well, and I haven't been there lately, but I know that it's not the same, like the prices from back then when you first went to Japan to compared to this year's. Is it expensive to go to Japan? Let's be real. How did your wallet survive?
To fly there, it is expensive. I mean, yes, but to when it comes to lodging, it depends where you're going to go. Lodging can be very reasonable depending on what city you're visiting. Of course, Tokyo is going to be more than Osaka, right? Or even more than Kyoto.
Yeah.
Um, but that's kind of hard. You got to shop around and shop around at these websites that are legitimate. Be careful. Don't just choose any website
Yes.
out there if you don't know about that website. So be very cautious of that. Um, for me, lodging was uh, very fortunate because I do get a discount. So I go to through my employer, and I go to a website. So I was able to actually shop it around during peak times, where there's the holidays or the cherry blossom time. It could be more pricey. The hotels, but that's
Yeah.
anywhere you go, right?
Yeah.
Um, as far as food goes, very reasonable. Ramen, you could probably pay like $8, $9 for a big giant bowl of ramen. Delicious ramen. Over here in the United States, you're gonna pay about maybe $15, $16 or so.
Yeah.
So the yen is a little. It's. I don't know if it's still weak over there, but the yen is was weak at the time that my currency, U.S. currency, I received more yen for the dollar, so that was very beneficial.
Yeah.
Um, and if you really want to save money, when you go to an ATM to take money out, make sure that you are doing your transaction under yen and not US dollars. So you got to be very careful because
Yes.
if you do it by US dollars, you're going to be charged some extra fees.
Yes, the commissions from the banks, which is a great, great tip. Yes, write it down, guys. This is super helpful. Very important. Let's go and talk about surprises and culture shock. Was there anything that totally surprised you, like something you didn't expect?
Um, the Olsen hot bath. I never heard of that before, but that is where you have a hot bath where all the guys would be in one place, women would be in another place, and basically is where you shower first, make sure you're completely nice and clean, and the purpose of the onsen is to sit down and relax and just meditate or enjoy the view wherever you're at. So
Yeah.
that part was different for me. When I first heard of it and my friend invited me, I wasn't ready for that. But my next trip, I did enjoy the Olsen. It was amazing. It was a tour that I took to Mount Fuji to Station 5. And part of that tour is, you have an option to do shopping at the mall, outside mall, or the Olsen. I did the Olsen, and I was relaxed. I was. It gave me peace that I never felt before. Meditation. It was just something different about it when you do that. Yeah, you have a whole bunch of guys around, but nobody cares, and you're completely naked. But the point is that you're there to relax. Um, and there was at one point. I think I'm jumping the stories here, but there was a place where I went. It's not a temple, but where they I can't remember the name of it. You go indoor and you can see where the history behind it. It's not a castle, it's something smaller, but there was a garden, and I was able to just sit down. You don't have your shoes on. Shoes must be off, and I was able to look at the artwork. But when I sat down and just kind of looked at the garden, I never in my life was able to just sit still. I was able to do that, and that took me somewhere I never been before or felt.
Yeah, definitely onsen is a big culture shock. For me, I think it was toilets. Um, yes, the toilets, and also they have like traditional toilets, but the ones that you have to squat. Like, did you get the chance to use those? No, the ones where you squat.
I got a story with that. So what happened? What I never seen one. I never seen one before. So what ended up happening? I went to the up this park in Tokyo. I can't remember if that real big giant park, Yogi Park or
I think so.
Yogi
I don't recall.
Yogi Park or something like
I
that.
think so.
But it was a big park, and I went out there. But there was a place where restroom, and I needed to go. I opened the door, and it was the traditional flat
Yeah,
toilet thing. When I looked at that, I said, "Oh, how the hell am I supposed to use this?
I know,
What am I
right?
supposed to do?" I didn't know what to do, and of course I figured you're supposed to kind of squat down. I said, "How in the world are you supposed to squat down without falling down?" I couldn't figure it out. I mean, so fortunately, there was a Western toilet uh, next to it in a
No.
different stall.
Yeah.
So I said, "Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness." So that I was very lucky on that.
One of my he wasn't a friend of mine, but it was when I went to Japan. Me and other students went there. We had the same teacher, but we were not together in the same class. So he was in a different classroom than me, but we knew each other. We were all Mexicans, so we knew each other. And this guy, when someone told me, okay, I'm not gonna say that I didn't see him because it was the men's restroom, so I didn't get the chance to I didn't, of course I didn't go there. Okay, so but one of my friends, he said that he went to the bathroom and he saw this guy using the traditional toilet, the one that's on the floor where you have to squat, and he didn't know how to use it, and that his legs were like sticking out the bathroom stall. Like, I think he sat, or I don't know what he was doing.
Oh, so he didn't squat. He just kind of spread his legs out like some like a yoga position or something.
No, yeah, like when he was trying to sit, like if it was like a regular toilet, but he sat like,
Wow.
yeah. So
Oh,
I don't know if he was washing everything there. I don't know what happened.
oh.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. I don't remember clearly. That was so long ago. So let's just skip that. Um, let's talk about an emotional moment. Was there a moment during your trip that really touched your heart?
Um, My first time in Japan in Okinawa, I just remember when I went to a museum, it was amazing. But when the children saw us, they said, "Oh, for them it was we could practice our English." So they came up to us and asked, "Can we talk to you and practice our English?" I said, "Absolutely." So they were excited. They were practicing, and we spoke, very slowly. We didn't overdo it. But the excitement in their eyes to want to learn to speak to us, that was a special moment. It's just something very humbling and innocence about how they approach us. So that was amazing. I really enjoyed that part. It's just something special about children wanted to, learn something new, and they did it with such respect.
Yes, yes, definitely. I love that. That's a great story. Japan always has like a way to slow you down, to appreciate things, to help you connect with other people and nature. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so if you had the chance to go back tomorrow, would you?
Absolutely. I mean, I would like to go back again. I want to visit Hiroshima. My son was recently over there visiting Japan, and one of the stops that he visited was Hiroshima. He highly recommended. It's a very powerful visit.
I
Something
bet.
I highly recommend. So, I mean, I highly recommend. I haven't even gone there, and I already highly recommend it. So, just hearing my son talk about it, definitely, absolutely.
Oh, now I feel so like motivated. I want to go there. I'm already planning my next trip to Japan in my mind. It's been so long since the last time I was there, but
Mhm.
Japan holds a special place in my heart. Even I don't know if this happened to you, but when I came back from Japan, I got depressed, and I've seen this in different forums on social media where they say that it's a post Japan depression.
Yeah, interesting. I never heard of that. I never got depressed, but I got to appreciate the great customer service and how they do things with the meaning that they have when they do things. Is you're important. It's not about them. It's about, hey, what can I do for you? Even at the airlines, there, flight attendants
Yes,
and everything, and how they do things, and how they dress in a uniform way.
yes.
It's very old school. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
definitely. I love
Uh,
that. Luis, thank you so much for sharing your experience. 本当にありがとうございました。
Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you for having me here. Really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know in the comments what you would do first if you landed in Japan tomorrow. Bye. Mata ne. Kiyotsukete minasan. Bye bye. Thank you, Luis.